book lovers, it is GSwiz here, and I'm here today with my July TBR. Now, just like every month recently, I want July to be a fun month, and that is exactly what I plan through my reading. I've got a few audiobooks I want to consume within this month. I've got some very fun series that I would like to start, and I've also got some manga that I want to consume. And in the mix, there will also be some sequels that I would like to get to from series that I started and I absolutely love. I guess without further ado, I'm going to get straight into this TBR because that just pretty much summed up what we're going into. So I'm going to be kicking this off with the audiobooks that I plan to listen to, starting off with The Undermining of Twyla and Frank by Megan Bannon. This is the companion sequel to The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, a book that I loved so much. I actually recently reread it and it has become one of my favorite books of all time. I adore it. I mean, yes, I did like it the first time, but I absolutely adored it the second time because it hit differently based on my life circumstances and what I've gone through and how I can relate to the characters in the first book. And I am so looking forward to the second book, and I actually have an advanced listener's copy to this book through Libro FM. So I'm very much looking forward to listening to this one. I cannot wait. I cannot believe that I am holding back. I should not hold back because this one's gonna be really good. I just know it. I'm just so excited for it. I might not connect to it on the same level that I did with Heart and Mercy, but I know that I'm gonna enjoy it because I enjoyed reading about this world. I know that I am going to enjoy reading about these characters too. I honestly reckon that Megan Bannon, based on Heart and Mercy, can do no wrong. And now I'm gonna go into some audiobooks that I'm planning to listen to on Audible Plus, starting off with Shift, which is a short story collection from Ruby Dixon. When I saw this audiobook, I thought to myself this would be the perfect breakaway read. Like, if I needed to pick myself up somehow, I could just read these 5 novellas. So I am planning to put this on my TBR. I might not get to it within the month of July. It's not necessarily a priority, but I just thought it seems like a nice thing to have on my TBR as a good breakaway read in case things do get heavy, in case life does get hectic within the month. So I've decided to place it on my July TBR. And the next book series that I've placed on my July TBR is the Dark Side series by Christy Cunning. If you guys don't know, Christy Cunning is also St. Abby. And I've heard absolutely amazing things about the Mind F series. I really want to get to the Mind F series, but for some reason I'm holding myself back. I just think to myself, once I read it, it's gonna be over, and I know that it's gonna be over. I just know that I'm already going to be experiencing an intense book hangover after that series because I've had friends in my life read that series and they've said that. I do want to read that series, but I kind of want to dive into another series by the same author, and so I decided that the Dark Side series might just be the way to go. I don't hear too many things about the series. I was just about to say I don't hear amazing things about the series. I actually do. I've heard a few good reviews about the series, but I don't see as much hype for the series as I do for Mind F, and I think it's because Mind F and St. Abby, like, those names combined make a good marketing strategy for a book series. So I guess that's why Mind F has much more hype. But I do want to get to the series because I hear it's paranormal fantasy and I'm into that. I am into that. It sounds fun. I don't know much more about it, but I am very much looking forward to listening to the audiobooks of the series. I don't love the covers, so I'm actually happy that I have audiobook options for the series, and yeah, we'll see where this takes me. Maybe this might just convince me that I need to read the Mind F series sooner. I'm kind of hoping it does, but at the very same time, I'm still skeptical about reading the Mind F series too quickly because I just know that a lot of my friends wish they read that series the first time. So I'm trying to savor it. I'm trying to savor the experience, even though I haven't experienced it yet. You know what I mean. And now I'm gonna move on to my physical TBR, starting off with Fly Me to the Moon. I'm planning to continue on with the series, and right here I'm holding up volume 7. I'm really enjoying this series so far. I am getting so much more out of the manga experience than the anime experience. Actually, no, I do enjoy the anime experience because I love the vibes, but I'm getting so much more content out of the manga series, and I do appreciate that. I really love this series. If you guys don't know, this is a shonen romance series, and it definitely feels different from the shoujo romance that I've read previously, but I'm still very much enjoying it. And me saying that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate shonen romance. It's just I usually prefer shoujo romance because I like the vibes and the romantic nature of a shoujo romance, but I still appreciate a good shonen romance from time to time. And Fly Me to the Moon is a good shonen romance. So I cannot wait to continue on with the series. I have a lot of volumes on my shelves. I might just devour the series or I might just savor it. I don't know. We will see. And yes, I'm gonna continue reading Rosen Blood. I was initially meant to inhale read this series within June, but I decided to spread it out and I'm planning to read the second half or majority of the series in July. This is definitely much more guilty pleasure-y than I remembered. Like, I really love the first volume. I love how the first volume sets everything up, but the second volume, the hijinks ensue. Like, the guys are toxic. The guys are toxic! They're trying to make each other jealous and all that stuff, and I have a feeling that the rest of the series is gonna be like that. It's a vampire shoujo series, but it's not necessarily the healthiest romance. This also got me thinking, the first time I read the series, was I blinded by my horniness? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I am enjoying this reread. I love the art style, I really do, but I don't love the second volume as much as I did the first time I read it. So I'm skeptical about the rest of the series. I mainly want to reread the series because volume 5 is the last volume and I have volume 5 on my shelves and I wanted to complete the series at some point, but I'm so far removed from the rest of the series that I needed to reread the rest of the series before going into volume 5. So that is what I'm planning to accomplish within July. I'm planning to finish this series and we'll see how I go. These guys are wild. I mean, I'm enjoying my time, but I can confidently say this is not my favorite shoujo series. Like 100%. This was one of the first shoujo series I read, I believe. Yeah, definitely not my favorite. And speaking of manga with romance, I am so excited to continue on with Insomniacs After School. This is volume 6. I love these two characters so much. I wasn't sure if a romance was going to blossom between these two characters, but then Insomniacs After School was literally nominated in the best romance category for Crunchyroll, or at least the anime was. I kind of know that this is going to go in a romantic direction now. I mean, there are teases here and there, but it's a very slow burn and I do appreciate that. Also, I really love the covers in this series and this one is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to collect the rest of the series, but I mostly appreciate the series because of its beautiful art style. I mean, the story is nice, like I really enjoy the story as well, and I love that it emphasizes the importance of mental health. I just love the story overall. I'm trying to find a cat picture because I love the cat, and I love when the cat makes appearances, and I want the cat to make an appearance here. Where's the cat? I don't know. I'm kind of spoiling myself. I'm trying not to spoil myself, but also I'm trying to find a cat. Honestly, I'm trying to find one with a cat's face, but you know what? This is just gonna have to do right now. This cat. Right? That's just gonna have to do for this video. Usually when the cat makes an appearance in this manga, there's usually like a huge panel showing its face and it's adorable, but I could not find that and I didn't want to get spoiled for this volume. So I'm looking forward to reading this volume and to see whether the cat makes a proper appearance in this volume or not. But if not, I'm pretty sure we will see the cat again in some way, shape, or form. And the last manga series that I'm gonna mention in this TBR today is a manga series that I put in a previous TBR, but I want to finally get to it. I want to finally read Fullmetal Alchemist. I have all the volumes of the special editions on my shelf, and this series still has not been read. And not only that, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is one of my favorite animes of all time. Probably my favorite anime of all time. I'm still trying to work that out. I just consumed it for the very first time this year. I fell in love with it, okay? And I'm currently halfway through a rewatch of it as well. But I need to get to the manga. I really do. And I collected this manga series way before I even started Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. In fact, I started the original Fullmetal Alchemist and then stopped, and then I started Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood years ago and then stopped, and then I started the manga ages ago and then stopped. And thank God I decided to give Fullmetal Alchemist another chance through Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Thank God I did. You know what? I'm planning to give the manga another chance as well. And I am pretty sure that this manga is going to be good. I have no doubts because Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was so good. I love the Elric brothers now. I love the characters in this series. I still think about so many moments from the series and I just want to relive all of it through the manga. So I kind of want to do that this month. I kind of want to see if I can consume the entire series within a month. If not, I mean no pressure, but I just want to get to this manga series already because I kind of want to put this manga series on my favorites list of the year. I mean, I know that I don't necessarily include anime in my favorite books list, obviously, because it's anime, it's not manga, nor is it a book, but reading the manga would be the perfect perfect excuse to put this story on my favorite book slash series of 2024. I honestly reckon that Fullmetal Alchemist does deserve that honor, but I just need to see whether or not the manga is good before making that decision. And so yeah, I want to re-experience the story through manga form, and I hope I like it. I really do. I have really high expectations. The second last book that I have to mention on my July TBR is Past, Present, and Future by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And if you didn't know, this is the companion sequel to Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow. I mean, actually, yes, we are following the same characters from that book, but Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow could be read as a standalone, and apparently Past, Present, Future can also be read as a standalone. And I honestly reckon that makes sense because Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow takes place within a 24 to 48 hour period, and we are following these two characters who grow close to each other, and there's like a little romance, but it's a very quick romance. Whereas this book right here takes place when these characters are in college. And I'm just honestly so excited to read about their love story after Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow. I read Today, Tonight, Tomorrow last year because I wanted to read it for a Pop Sugar reading challenge, and unfortunately it did not complete the challenge because the challenge prompt was to read a book that took place within 24 hours, and unfortunately, even though the book technically took place within a day because the characters did not sleep, it did not take place within 24 hours. And I was devastated when I found out. Like, I was really devastated, but I was really happy I read the book because I don't think I would have read the book if I did not know. Because you know what? I don't know if I would have actually read Today, Tonight, Tomorrow if I didn't read it for that Pop Sugar reading challenge. And I'm actually thankful that the Pop Sugar reading challenge introduced me to a Rachel Lynn Solomon young adult novel. This right here is essentially a young adult slash new adult novel because we are following these characters as they move up to college, and I'm just so looking forward to reading this book because I really loved the first book in this companion series, and I want to read more about these characters. And I love Rachel Lynn Solomon. I love the way she writes. I love her adult novels so much. Even though Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow is not one of my ultimate favorite novels of all time, it's definitely one of my favorite young adult contemporaries of all time, and I reckon that Past, Present, Future has the potential to be that for me as well. And last but certainly not least, the final book series that I've placed on my July TBR is the Monstrous Matches series by Lillian Lark. I'm finally planning to read this series. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Like, over the last few months, I've been really enjoying reading some monster romances through Oprah Rain and Tiffany Roberts and CM Naz Costa. I've really been enjoying those books slash series that I've read from those authors, but now it's Lillian Lark's time to shine. I've heard great things about Lillian Lark's books. I've been recommended this series by so many people, and I am so excited to finally read the series. I thought to myself that it would be best if I read the series closer to the 5th book initially, and then I thought, no, why? I mean, there are so many other monster romance series that I am in the middle of. Why should I wait? Especially because this is a companion romance series, and it's not like all of these books follow one storyline. So I am going to just bite the bullet and read it all, or at least read as much as I can within this month. And I just know that this is gonna make the reading month fun. It really is, because I've heard excellent things about these books. So the first book in the series is Stalked by the Kraken. Second book in the series is Deceived by Gargoyles. The third book in the series is Entranced by the Basilisk. And the final book, or at least the final book as I'm filming this video, is Hoarded by the Dragon. I am so looking forward to reading these. These covers are also stunning. Like, whoever illustrated these covers, they did an excellent job. I mean, they look hot, they look steamy, but they also look bright and colorful, and I love that so much. I cannot get over how beautiful these covers are. I am hoping that this series becomes a new favorite series of mine. Oh my goodness, I just realized that my nails match Stalked by the Kraken. I love that for me. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay till the end of the video, leave me the purple heart emoji, because purple. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers. And also, I have social medias. I'm at gswizzelbooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also Goodreads. That's www.goodreads.com/gswizzle. And finally, I'm at TikTok. I'm at gswizzle on TikTok if you want to follow me there for some bookish content. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Half and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half and I flipped it in a double.